tad early today. Kidding me? I messed up the thumbnail. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, I used my copy paste thumbnail. Alright, I gotta fix that, guys. That's embarrassing. I uploaded the wrong one. Alright, I gotta find this. I think it should be on my OneDrive. We're gonna fix the thumbnail real quick. I'm not in too much of a rush right now. We gotta fix this thumbnail. Cannot continue without it. Alright. Okay. I'm not sure why it posted the other version, but that's what we did, so. Gonna fix this real quick and then we'll keep driving. So we're gonna keep heading down towards San Angelo, but we gotta fix this in a minute. All right, we need to unpause the internet for this device. Here we go. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Here we go. Get this fixed up. Gotta fix this thumbnail, there's no other way. I can't believe I put that as the thumbnail, that's goofy. So goofy. And while we're at it, we might as well show the SPC has issued an enhanced risk for today. So we'll go ahead and pull that up and throw that into the thumbnail too. Alright, we're fixing the thumbnail again to show the enhanced risk. Give me one moment, guys, and then I will brief you on the situation. Welcome in to the chat. We fixed the thumbnail once, we gotta fix it a second time here to reflect the enhanced risk, because I realized that I forgot to add that. There we go. Alright, so now the thumbnail does not have a bunch of random paint.net stuff on there, so we're good to go. There's a 3 cape boundary down south near the San Angelo, Texas area, so that's basically where we're heading right now. We're gonna get down there. Probably the best storm of the day right now is by Sheffield, Texas, north of there, heading towards Big Lake, south of Rankin. Probably where we want to be today. Again, the cloud cover is really messing with our service here, so going south. I'm a little tired today. I can't like this. Had to fix that thumbnail. And then we'll zoom out to show the full picture of this setup right now. What's happening right now? There's already a severe thunderstorm way down southwestern Texas. That Sterling City storm should be elevated back behind the boundary, so we're not going to worry about that one. That one just got a severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like. Keep going down this way. We're running a little bit behind, but not too bad. But then we have a haul to do tonight. We're gonna be heading up to Missouri for tomorrow, so it's gonna be a bit of a wild situation here. So yeah, so there's a ton of 3 Cape down to our south. We're gonna be going in that direction very quickly. Bunch of low-level instability that should be great for tornadoes if we can just get something south of this boundary here. We'll set our sights on San Angelo. We're probably about an hour away from there. A little over an hour maybe. Stuff pretty quickly here. We should be on a really nice storm here. We're just right on that cold front right now, which is making everything look once again very dreary. That San Angelo storm is probably going to be the one that we're on. Drivers were supposed to go fast. This guy is going 500 everything. So we'll get around this guy and we'll keep trudging southwest. Like a passing lane. Full tank of gas, we're good to go for today. All right, here we go. Now we can go the speed limit. yet again another battle with the cold front. 3 chases in a row, and the cold front has been kind of the main limiting factor every day. So kind of annoying for April. Usually April cold fronts don't work out, but did get the widest Iowa tornado ever 2 nights ago on the cold front day, so who knows. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, Master HWC. Welcome in, Connie S. Hey, everybody, ignore what I just did there. But could be a very fascinating day here. We just got to get in the right spot. I think there was already a weak little tornado down by that big lake storm. It produced like a weak little land spout. It looks like somebody got a pretty good video of it. Have been messing with our Starlinks, so hopefully that gets better once we get out of this rain and everything. Further south it gets to be a lot more clear, so alright, special weather statement on that storm that we're getting on near San Angelo. Looking a little funky on radar. We could get down to San Angelo and then go back northwest to Sterling City if we really want, but the question is mostly with the cold front. So like if the cold front is just too far away, there's not much, you know, we can do. It looks like cold front's by Abilene right now. Ozona's got a little bit, some pretty good temperature dew point spreads. SJT is right on that cold front. A little bit backed winds right there. I think that's where we're going to go. Too long until we get out of this low clouds. We're kind of getting under an anvil of the storm right now. Yeah, once we get to Winters, everything should clear up. Winters is probably 15 minutes down the road, so we're going to keep trotting that way. I think we're going to get a good storm today. We've already got daytime stuff. It's only 2 o'clock, so already in a much better spot than we were yesterday evening, where we didn't really get robust thunderstorms until well after sunset. up and get some drone footage and just do a live that way. You guys will be able to hear me when I'm using the drone, which will be kind of cool because of how I set it up. So the way I got to do it with the drone though is a bit of a hacky way. The normal controller that I use actually doesn't support live streaming. It just doesn't have enough processing power. So I gotta plug in my phone to do it. But it'll still work. So I'm really excited. I might get that drone controller at some point, probably next year. It's like $1,000 for the controller that can live stream, which is crazy expensive. So I don't really want to, you know, pay for that. So. Looks like a left mover. Yeah, it almost looks like there's a left moving supercell. Which would be a no-go for tornadoes. This guy's kind of formed in the open worm sector, so this will probably be the best shot if we can get something that's rotating in the correct direction. Yeah, that storm way off west on the cold front's looking pretty nice too. And there's one way back on the cold front that is severe warned. I'm not sure how I feel about that one moving northeast. I think that storm southwest of us and the storm that we're on right now are going to be the best potential tornado producers. This one's moving into the highest zone of 3-kilometer Cape. 3-kilometer Cape is a measure of instability in the lowest 3 kilometers of the atmosphere. So, you know, there's really high low-level instability right now. We're ahead of the cold front. We could get some magic to happen with this guy, so we just got to keep watching and hope that this is the correct type of supercell. It does appear to be a left mover though to me right now. We're almost to winters. Severe thunderstorm watch today, different from that tornado watch that they issued yesterday. There still is going to be a chance for tornadoes, but they don't think quite as high. 20% chance of 2 or more tornadoes, 5% chance of 1 or more EF2 plus tornadoes. That makes sense to me. Given how yesterday played out, they probably would not be too high on cold front tornado potential today. So, looks like another updraft is trying to go up southwest of San Angelo, but that northern one looks like it is just going to race off north to the cold side of the cold front. So, we're going to set sights on the Miles, Texas area just east of San Angelo. I don't think that first storm is really what we're going after today. Unfortunately, it would be perfect, but it seems to be rotating the wrong way, so. Yeah, that looks like a complete left mover to me. So we've got this chase today, and then we have a complete haul up to like northern Missouri or western Missouri for tomorrow. We're coming from southwest Texas, so we got a really long drive. We're not going to get a full night's sleep. There's a 10% tornado risk from, what is that, the Mexico, Missouri area roughly, all the way down into extreme northwestern Arkansas. So we will be chasing Easter. Pretty interesting severe weather event there. It could be a big QLCS, big line of storms, or it could be some embedded supercells there in a line. So, you know, that supercell way down southwest might be what we have to get on. Because there's one forming kind of where the boundary tilts just a little bit, but so good. There is kind of some attempts further southwest of us, so we need to keep an eye on those. Car's beeping at me. Yeah, once that storm coming out of south or western Texas gets like into the better moisture, it should have a fairly good shot to produce. Even our storm right now is kind of on the edge of the instability, so I think what we're going to do is we might just bypass it, or on the edge of the low-level lapse rates. We're at like 6.5, so not great, not horrible. I think what we want to do is target that nose of low-level lapse rates just east of the Barnhart area. So we'll see if we can get west of Carlsbad, maybe to Sterling City. That might be a little far north. But it literally looks like just that, what county is that? Where Barnhart and Murdston are, it looks like probably the highest tornado potential is in that county. That's a big time left mover right there. Once we get to Winters, we might redivert again and try and go towards Sterling City. I'm worried that this storm's going to take a right turn and just go in the middle of nowhere over Carlsbad. I have a map somewhere in the back that I'm going to consult here. Is there any way I can get west from Carlsbad? That's kind of our question, because otherwise we can go up to Carlsbad and call it good here, and that'll be our storm. We do have really good 3-kilometer instability here though, so stop at this highway intersection and consult the map. Texas Highway 153 up here in Winters, Texas. Because that northern storm is going to fly off. It's going to be that storm coming out of Big Lake. Man, oh man, do we have a drive tomorrow, though. We're gonna have to get from here to like, I'd love to get to like somewhere in eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. So we're not gonna mess around with any nighttime storms here. We're gonna call it at sunset. Not gonna chase after dark like last night just so we can make it up. It's not like how it was last night. Last night we were only about 3 hours from today's target. When we finish this chase, we'll be roughly 11 hours from tomorrow's target. So we've got a heck of a drive up there. I wonder if too many people are going. It is Easter, so I know that there's some people who are, some people who aren't, but I don't think it'll be busy with random chasers. It's just going to be pretty much all the streamers out, so. Welcome in, Grifter. How are you doing? Welcome back, Bill. Nice to see you. How are you guys doing on this fine April afternoon? I think we're gonna bag a good storm today. I've got a feeling. I wasn't super convinced about yesterday, but I liked today. 2 days ago was honestly my favorite for chasing, but I was not expecting tornadoes like we got. Today is much different, where I do think that there will be tornadoes. I think there was already a weak land spout reported in western Texas. A chaser got some good views of it, posted it. I retweeted it on Twitter so you guys can see, but looked like a weak little spout there. Just a little dirt whirly on the trailing edge of a storm. Classic land spout position. All right, we got a perfect little gas station up here to pull off at and evaluate here. I don't want to go under the thing here because that will cut out our service. So we are in Winters, Texas right now. Still kind of murky skies where we're at, but further south, it's not the case. Storms are pulling in a much better environment than we're in right now. So I'm gonna go grab my map of Texas from the back. I like to keep a paper atlas, so I'll be right back. Just looking for any road that'll take us west from Carlsbad, Texas, not northwest. Channing, Hartley, show me the, so that would be roughly 82. 82 and 81 is on 82, 81. All right, here's 81, Garden City, Midland, Rankin. 82, Carlsbad. Wow, there is nothing. So you can go way down south to get west of San Angelo towards like Arden and everything, but there are no roads. I mean, honestly, all we have to do is, we don't have to get all the way across, but it would be nice. Because there's the Hull oil field and Water Valley oil field west of Water Valley. That takes us the deepest, but again, there is no way across other than US 87 takes us up to Sterling City. And then the other way is, what is that, Texas 853 that takes us west. And then what, like a county road or something that takes us to Texas Highway 163. Maybe that's a county road 853, I'm not sure what that is, but okay. All right, well, what we'll do right now then is we're gonna bet on that storm near Big Lake. It should deviate, take a bit of a right turn. So it's just gonna go right through that area, I feel like. So we're just gonna set our sights for that road west of Carlsbad. I've been on that road once before. It's not bad at all. I was just hoping we could get something else. All right, we'll keep moving here. Don't want to get too far back because the tornado environment's going to be best here in probably the next couple hours. We might miss the first tornado. I was hoping that this storm would take off near San Angelo, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, there's no road west of Carlsbad to connect up with that main highway, so south of Sterling City. So you got to go like northwest to Sterling City, or you got to go west of San Angelo. So gonna be a pretty distant view today. The drone is gonna probably come in handy. Gonna be a big drone day. Big drone day. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate it, and happy birthday. It's looking pretty clear for North Carolina for the next couple days. I should have a nice Easter. Should have a nice Easter. Yeah, Grifter, we got a blast up that way. I mean, like from where we're at right now, I think for that day you're going to want to start off close to the low and then move southeast. So, I mean, we'll just put a random thing in near Concordia, Missouri. Because you're going to want to be north of that, because you don't want to be in southwestern Missouri. So from where we are at right now, Concordia, Missouri is a 9-hour drive, and we're only going to continue to get farther. This big Texas Atlas from Delord, I guess that's how you say it, but it basically shows all the roads, the rough terrain. Unfortunately, there's going to be no real road that's going to take us straight to the storm, so we'll have to take a stab at it and then back off to the highway and readjust. Yeah, this thing's just a little bit, if this thing was a county north, it'd be an epic chase terrain, but no such luck. No such luck. Very pretty and green out here though in Texas. We're starting to get out and starting to see some of these breaks in the clouds here. This thing says it's going towards Sterling City, so we could probably just go. We'll add the stop to Carlsbad, but I don't think it's gonna get there by the time we're This guy's moving much slower. He's moving 27 knots, so about 30-ish miles per hour. So if we extrapolate that out an hour, which I don't even think it's moving that fast. 1.75 inch hail. Northeast at 25 miles per hour. There we go. That seems a bit more accurate to me. That puts it... yeah, that puts it just south of Sterling City by the time we're on it. So what we might do is just head up to Carlsbad and get a long distance view of this guy. That'll probably be the quickest way. But even then, we're not going to be super close to it. Just rough to position when there's no... if there was one single road from Carlsbad west, it would be perfect. We'd have a great intercept, you know. Just unfortunately not the case today. We don't have a road that we need, unless we want to drive through the creeks, which we're not going to do. That enhanced tornado, that enhanced risk about 5 minutes ago. They still have a long 5% tornado risk from the Mexican border south of Ozona, Texas, all the way into northwestern Arkansas towards the... my car will not stop beeping. Towards the... what is that? What town is that? I guess the Ozark... I mean, it's further northwest than that. Maybe Conway. Yeah, roughly Conway, probably a county west of Conway, Russellville, Arkansas. Pretty long 5% along that cold front, that stalled boundary, moving pretty slow. Yesterday what happened is that cold front surged really far south and we struggled to get good daytime thunderstorms, so... I wish I could turn off the beeping on this car, but I can't. At me for everything. I appreciate that on it, but I get it. Yeah, storms are really powerful. They do damage sometimes, but statistically speaking, it's pretty unlikely that a tornado event especially is going to hit you, but that's how I was when I was a kid. Just over time I became interested in them. Got a bunch of chasers rolling up behind us now. Ends, so somebody's gonna have to let me over. I think that guy... Alright, well, I appreciate this dude not sitting in my blind spot. Or Chad. Birds here. Bird-nado. Alright, we're pretty much in the warm sector now. Temperature has shot up 10 degrees. Hopefully we get some beautiful structure on that storm southwest that's moving northeast from Big Lake. Looks like it's still in a pretty hail-producing mode right now. but it should go really close to Carlsbad. I just wish we had a road that would go along it better. It's just gonna go right in that worst, the most unchaseable path. See some hints of blue sky here, breaks in the clouds. Love to see it on a chase day. I think what we'll do is we'll set our course for Carlsbad. There is a little highway that's a little bit south of there that will take us west, but there's a road kind of in between, south of Carlsbad. Not completely what we want, but there is that road west of Water Valley that might be closer to what we're looking for. Who is this? I feel like I know this guy, but I don't. That's a lot of stickers. Is this DFW Storm Chasers? I think that might be him. Gonna have to get over into my lane in a second here. Right lane. I think that's him. We're switching the way the satellite's plugged in because it's a little bugged right now. I'm still working on getting this completely figured out. I just need some indication on how to get this to function properly. Satellite's booting back up. Once that's fully connected, we will reconnect you guys. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes for it to fully set up. But I switched the power supply because for whatever reason it was reconnecting and disconnecting, so this should make it a bit more stable. Hopefully we maintain service until it's fully available. Wi-Fi on our phone. There we go. So it's optimizing connection right now. We're in the great state of Texas for storm chasing. Just in a little bit of some rough terrain, rough road network. All right, we're connected back to satellite. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. We're in these blue skies now, these clear skies. It's been calculating the orientation for a little bit. Just finished calculating the orientation, guys. Come on. Come on. It should be connected properly. Seems like it is. Okay, there we go. We've got 2% ping success. Let's go. It's not very high. 6%. We're climbing. We're going to test a Google search on this phone. Still not going through. There we go. All right, I'm switching you guys. It is struggling to load. There we go. Okay, apparently it's fully loaded. We'll give it a minute because the ping success is pretty low. Try a speed test here just to see how quickly we are. Okay, there we go. There we go. Man, I don't know why that was such a pain. here. We're just south of Ballinger, Texas, heading towards San Angelo. Once we get to San Angelo, we'll slide back northwest. In the open warm sector now, very pretty out. High temperatures, high moisture. It looks like a tornado day. Low level shear is a problem today, and the cold front is a problem today. Sorry about all the connection stuff. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to calibrate this. Alright, it's time to take the hoodie off. It's getting toasty in here. Getting toasty. All right, it's time to bag a good tornado and some great structure today. Yeah, that's a nice supercell coming out of Big Lake, Texas. Definitely moving on the right side of its warning box, taking a right turn. Don't have a big window here. We need it to take as deep as a right turn as possible for tornado potential today. Because there's no way I'm going to be home. So you can see we're pulling up on this distant storm near Big Lake, Texas. Zoom out one more time to give it a little bit clearer of a view here. severe warning supercell to our west right now. We are going to be getting on that. We're hoping that thing takes a sharp right turn, and it looks like it's trying to. Got a couple updrafts in front of us that are trying to build, but convergence doesn't seem to be favoring these guys. We've got a very tornado-looking sky. It's just, will everything play out the right way? Especially with wind shear being so weak on the low levels today. Be to Carlsbad in a half an hour and we'll know exactly what to do from there. We can attack this storm, but none of them are going to be the best option. Best would be if they paved a road from Carlsbad due west. That would be perfect. They don't even have to pave it, they can just do gravel. Dash cam's having an SD card issue, so we'll have to fix that when we stop too. Alright, here we go. Let's speed up here. thing's definitely deviating out the warning box. It should go north of Carlsbad, but it's just moving really slow. 3:59 p.m. It's definitely not moving as fast as the storm track says it's moving. Be that by that highway by the time we get to Carlsbad. So what we'll do is we'll go west or south and then west from Carlsbad, or we could go up to Water Valley and go west. We'll play it by ear. I just have the route set to Carlsbad, Texas right now. ourselves in a bad position down the road for what it's doing right now. This is our exit. Storm's that darkening over there. It's way off in the distance still. We're still over probably 30 miles from it. But we're gonna drive to a point and meet the storm at the point. There's no other way to do it with this, unfortunately, because there's no road that'll take us along it for, you know, by the time we get south of this storm right now, we'll have to blast all the way around to where we were going to go to even catch up. So what is going on? What are we doing, man? Stopping on the highway like that? Dangerous. That is dangerous, dude. All right, hopefully this guy's not going the same way as me. Don't mess with Texas. I like how there's like a random strip here where there's like a bunch of good fields, and then where we're gonna go, it's not gonna be like that. It's all gonna be like shrub brush. I've had my caffeine for this morning. I gotta save some for tonight because we have a long haul to Missouri. Never seen a tornado in northwest Missouri. I've seen a tornado in southern Missouri and southeast Missouri, which is probably harder than northern Missouri. Hit 39,000 miles on the vehicle today. We've still got 3,000 miles before we need our oil change, so we're not doing too bad, but need to rotate the tires here pretty soon. I've got 5 tires because I've got one in the back, so the tread's getting low on one of them. I need to get my alignment checked. There should be a down day on the 21st, so I'll probably spend that day working and making sure the car is in complete working order. Tomorrow looks like a tornado day to me in Missouri. They got a 10% risk for tornadoes in Missouri tomorrow. That's going to be Easter Sunday tornado chase. Really dynamic system pushing through, so still some concerns about instability and what kind of storms we're going to get. Either way, we'll be chasing it. Got this at a pretty good spot. Texas drivers can expertly operate a four-way stop. Northwest side of San Angelo now. We'll have the Carlsbad and prod towards the storm, get a good view of it. There's a Coliseum here. Texas does well for me. I usually either see nothing or a tornado. That's how this part of Texas works. Never had like an incredible structure day here, so we will see. Oh man, what is it doing now? It just did a goofy little maneuver here. So it's much further north than I expected. It's just really tough to get a view of this guy. We'll just give it a little bit. We'll get up there and give it a little bit. We'll probably just keep going north of Carlsbad. There is a road up there that I could take west by the oil fields, so if lightning strikes, we might be cooked, but I don't want to go south. Like at all costs, I don't want to go south. Carlsbad in about 10 minutes. Yeah, it hooked way back off to the west than I was expecting it to. Must not be super HP. Up here at Water Valley. Yeah, it's probably going to be the move. Definitely a little bit smaller of a storm now. I'm confused by what it's trying to do. Are echo tops still high? Echo tops are still high, so I'm not too worried about the strength of it. It's just looking a little strange here. Yeah, if we were like 30 minutes ahead, we would go north, but gonna get to where it's gonna go. So we're gonna get north of Carlsbad, and then there's a road that goes west. west out of there, near Water Valley. That is our final choice for the first stage of this chase day here. Another option is we could just go south anyway and be like, well, what the heck, we'll get on that southern supercell. Because this one is looking a little strange. It looks like it's splitting right now. Super slow, but it's not going super fast, so we should be able to get to it. Northeast Missouri had tornadoes. Was that the March 14th day? I was down in southern and southeastern Missouri on that, and I had the 2 Poplar Bluff tornadoes, and then tornado near Kennett, Missouri. I considered the St. Louis area for that target, but I just felt like the parameter space was better south, and everything would be moving into the Mississippi River Delta, which is very, very solid chase terrain. The best chase terrain in Dixie. Grungy wall cloud on this storm as of 30 minutes ago. Exactly trying to do right now. It looks like it might just be weakening. Nope, Echo Top's just jumped, so it's just reorganizing into probably a more tornado state. That's probably what's happening. That's why the hail's going down and it's trying to change itself, because the storm tops just jumped. The sign of a strong updraft is when the clouds get higher in the air from, you know, just the pure force that the air is pushing up. So I'm thinking that this is going to be our storm still. We still got that backup storm near Big Lake where we could go south on. But we just run into road network problems specifically in this little area. So view of it from where we're stopping up here. Near Water Valley. We're in Carlsbad right now. Obey warning signs, state law. Wildflowers right now. Yeah, we probably should have gone. Yeah, we're just gonna want to get west here, I think. Yeah, that road is going to be perfect. That one that takes us west. The storm's still reorganizing, so 6 miles and then we'll go west. Get pretty far over, we just can't get south at all. Oh. Looks like it's trying to cycle again where I expected it to. I was gonna say, this looks a little more real to me as a hook, but that's where the updraft echo top should blew up, so that makes sense. Should have got another water, but I only got one. Dude, the no lines on this road are throwing my car off. It's like dragging me everywhere. Or not the no lanes, the no lines. Miles, we'll go west. We're in Water Valley, Texas at the moment. The Carlsbad road really wouldn't be that horrible right now, but I think our road's just a little bit better for positioning. far. It looks like we do go up one, so. Does go a little bit southwest too, so we've got some options here. Still got kind of a pretty far off this guy right now. We're about 30 miles off the storm. Be about this, we'll move us 8 miles closer to the storm, so by the time we get there, we can start to see kind of the left edge of the anvil right there. Top of the screen. But once we get there, we'll be about 20-ish miles, maybe 15 miles off the storm as it's moving towards us. Might produce a tornado here very shortly. I know for a fact without my satellite I would not have service here. Storm is back there somewhere. I will be right back. Our storm's tucked back there somewhere. We're back again. The storm should pass very, very close to our location here. Probably about 20-30 minutes before it gets here though. And it's time to plug the phone in. I don't have a better charger than the one I've been using. Is that it? Yes. Settings. iPad is fully charged. Just trying to reduce the bandwidth usage on everything, so I'm just using minimal devices. Here we go. Still in definitely a hailer mode, but looking fairly interesting. Moving into Big Lake. Everybody must just be getting service because that thing is way past Big Lake. Yeah, we're sitting right along the inflow region of this storm. Definitely starting to look better. I think it's going to produce in the next cycle. Let's pull the stream in on radar a little bit. That way we can get a better view. Get a better view here. It's another chaser. We'll zoom in twice. So we got a severe warn supercell moving straight at us right now. It's still got a little bit till it gets to us, but yeah, it's definitely gonna try here. About 20 miles from the hook right now. Of course, NATOcast comes out with a 15 hatched for right where we're at. Yeah, this thing's got the look. People are posting about it right now. It's got the look. Still don't quite have a view of the base. It's still quite a ways away. 19 miles. It's moving towards us. Not much in the way of a ZDR arc just yet. It's definitely getting the look, though. We might be getting a little bit of help from that storm southwest. These clouds are now moving to the west. Definitely a little bit of backflow here. Yeah, still not quite there yet, but it's getting there. It's got that long, snaky hook. But this is going to be the best region right here. It's going to do this probably in the next hour if it's going to. The cycle does not look quite like it's ready. That was somebody. somebody else. Good news is today might end early for us. It's trying so hard to reorganize, it's just... RFD gust front is already starting to cross the highway now. About 18 miles. This thing's really slowed down, which is causing some problems for us here. But this next cycle should blow up in front, so... Somebody just reported a tornado. Let's see it. Let's see this tornado. Oh wow. There's a great tornado on the ground right now. We're gonna have to get the next one. There's no way we're gonna be able to, we can't see this right now. Yeah, there's already a new cycle starting to form out ahead, so. Dang it, man. I'm just never in the right spot at the right time. This road doesn't go all the way through, unfortunately. Yeah, it's completely unwarned right now, too. Who's the office? Whose office is this? Is it Midland? I mean, it's in like a 3-county border area. We just gotta wait for this to come to us because there's no, you know, we can't see it right now. Did it dissipate? Oh, their drone's just struggling. We need this thing to move towards us. Like, if it doesn't move, there's no way we can get to it. Yeah, it seems like it just dissipated. Yep, new cycle forming southwest. This one will be coming into view for us shortly here. I think we're gonna get a tornado off this, but it's just still so hidden from our view. 15 miles away now. There we go. They finally issued the tornado warning for it. All right, this next cycle's got to be the one. I mean, for us at least. It should be just over those hills. Just a little too far away for us to see. There's also some precip falling in between, which doesn't help. They listed it as radar indicated. What? What? Radar indicated? It's confirmed. All right. Did it die? It must have died because everybody's showing like the old video of it. Radar indicated. Just over that hill, man. Yeah, like I'm looking at a picture of this tornado. It is not radar indicated. This was a confirmed tornado. Here we go. That news cycle's starting to bow out to our southwest. We're in the perfect intercept spot. Updraft is still like 14 miles south of us, though. Can't believe we don't have a view of the base. What's everybody going? I was pretty clearly producing a tornado. I just didn't think I'd get it done that cycle. It's not PDS, but I see the anvil, okay, but I just don't see the base yet at all. All right, we're gonna go a couple miles up. We're gonna go a couple miles up because there is a little drive that goes southwest. Just a little bit hazy today. Cycle should produce. Starting to get some definition. I don't know why everybody's leaving. Maybe there's just heavy preset. Maybe we'll turn back, or we'll check out this road. If it's if there's too much precip, we'll just turn around and go back. But I think we'll have a view on this road, man. I can't lie to you. We'll get the drone hooked up too in a minute. Some precip at least for a minute, but it looks like it's gonna just cut north of us. Maybe everybody turned around because there's nowhere to look at it. And it's not moving very fast, so we gotta be careful about deviant tornado motion. Southwest here. Alright, are we seriously not getting through here? I'd like to get through, guys. Are you kidding me? I'd love to get through. Come on. Come on, guys. I'd like to get through. I don't see a private sign anywhere. Can I get through or no? Who's down there in front of it? Beep, beep. Thank you. All right, there we go. There's the base. Road should hold up okay in the rain. Why is it not focusing, guys? We'll pause. There we go, we're getting some hail now. Pea-sized hail. The hail core is just to our west. We got cows. Ugh. Cows on the road. Come on, please focus. Alright, that's probably good. Come on, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Tornado should be right over there once it touches down. Alright, we got a clear view of this base here. No tornado at the moment. Kind of in the probably go back up and then trail the hail because this thing's going to pass really close to us. Yeah, I don't see any tornado at the moment. I'll let you guys over a little more. There's our wall cloud right there. Some strong inflow on this storm, especially aloft. I trust this road. Get like a great opening here. There's like the trees blocking that one little nice pull out that the road gave us. Gotta be weary. In motion right there. Wall cloud is just to the right. Don't see a tornado yet. Looks a little linear. I have to road for today. For now, until we can get north. Go through some big hail to get back up north. Look at that wall cloud though. Looks like it went a little bit outflowy at the moment. Maybe a little circulation right there. Well, the hail's clearing the road, so we can get back north here pretty quickly. Very low storm here. snowstorm. Not seeing any rapid rotation at all anymore. Looks very outflow dominant at the moment. Yeah, so we got a big surge south. This stuff near us is still kind of
About that, we lost connection because that storm cloud is going right overhead. It's really rotating now. We might get a tornado here any minute. Right behind us. a double hook structure on it. Double hook structure on this thing. Traffic on this road all of a sudden. Yeah, like it's doing some weird stuff. It's definitely outflow dominant at the moment. We'll go back to our spot we were at earlier. Definitely looking outflow dominant at the moment, guys. Got very close to it, but really tried to shove out a bunch of air there. Really be looking right there for it to wrap up. Yeah, it's definitely blowing air out at us now. This stuff near us is going southwest though, so I'm thinking right there is where it's gonna curl up. Because that stuff's coming towards us, like is going northeast, while the stuff to the left of us is going southwest. Or excuse me, southeast. Should wrap up right at the edge of that kind of interface. Dang, it was super close when we were back on it. Just really kicked out some air. Still doing that. Yeah, it's cycling north of us, so we're gonna go get west and then north, or excuse me, east and then north. Just to our northwest. Struggling to understand what. There's maybe a little wall cloud on to the north. So that's where it's going to come from. It's northwest of us. Inflow's pointing there. Storm structure looks like that. Radar looks like that. We were so close to one earlier. Dang, this thing is just really, really skinnied out and made a big jump. Yeah, look, it's gonna try and go back behind us. There's just not any rotation there right now. There's like no rotation on this hook at the moment. I want to get back up here and then go north back to the main highway, because then we have options. Need to see if there's anything east out of there now, but stop here. Kind of weak rotation behind us. But I still think it's going to be tucked way, like right back up there, but I could be wrong. Looks like it would be back there. That looks like a mean wall cloud back there. We do have this little rotating eddy right in front of us there, but it looks really like, is that just outflow? Might just be outflow surging away. Oh, look, right in front of us we're getting stronger rotation right now. Yeah, we got rotation right in front of us here. Looks a little rough though. Very tiny little, yeah, that looks just like outflow to the north of us, like a big, can you guys see that thing rotating right in front of us? It's trying to curl up here. Getting some big time swirl right there. I think this is going to try again here. Trying to put out a wall cloud. I don't see any spiraling rain bands though. I see RFD rain bands, but I mean, this is just wrapping all around and it's doing some weird stuff. Like to the north, we've got a bunch of outflow kicking away from the storm. This mean thing right here. Some mean stuff right there. That little eddy in front of us is weakened pretty significantly. But I still feel like, because we've got this little guy coming in now on the back side. Hey, wait a minute, is that a... What is going on in there? That rain just changed direction. That was moving towards us and now it's being blasted south. That wall cloud thingy back there is non-rotating. It's got rising motion, but and then there's this little curly right there in front of us. All right, we're gonna go a little bit west just to stay alongside of it. Or excuse me, east. My directions are all messed up today. What is the deal with that long just... We're gonna go up and then north. Man, this guy is just trying, but he just won't do it for whatever reason. That stuff due north looks like outflow. Severe thunderstorm warning. Where is our map at? I'm gonna need this for later. There's like a little eddy on the interface of everything just to our north. Is that the wall cloud? I mean, that is a really weird relative location for it. It might be weakly rotating here. We'll turn north and you guys will get a good view of it. How can my car not see the road lines? back there. That might be a tornado here shortly. It is definitely rotating. I think we see a little funnel on the edge, but that thing is so tiny. Just getting blasted by cold air. And then we got this little mean outflow thing. Put you guys there. I can't believe that it produced the one tornado and now it's just all outflow dominant. That's a little wall cloud off to our left as well. Alright, we'll just do the last strategy that they did earlier where we'll watch this and then we'll have to go like, I mean, realistically we it. So we're just going to have to punch it towards Robert Lee. Make it to Robert Lee, maybe. Because we just got to stay ahead of this. Because there's no road that takes us just straight east. So once again, the road network is trying to sabotage us. Stuff right now, I think, thanks due to some cold outflow. We're gonna try and make it up to Robert Lee. We might have to trail this guy from behind for a little bit, but that's fine. Otherwise, we gotta go way off this storm to the middle of nowhere, back around it. It's just a pain. Much easier to just do it this way. As long as it doesn't produce a big nebulous tornado, we should be okay. There we go, tornado warning. Yeah, like it's just not looking quite as I would expect from a tornado warning storm. There's all these chasers now going on the same freaking road. Oh my goodness. If they go like 30 miles an hour on this road, like we're all cooked. Look at this. Oh my goodness, dude. Chaser after chaser is going on this road right now. And then the locals are going slow too, and now there's a traffic jam to try and get over there, and should have left earlier to get ahead. Blood's not turning because he doesn't feel like it. Okay, guys, turn and then pause to look at the storm once you get through. Gotta yield to this guy here. They're going slow, aren't they? These guys gotta learn how to storm chase. Why are we going slow, guys? Come on. Why are we going so slow? We gotta get in front of it, guys. We gotta get in front of it. It's annoying when you're like forced into what's happening right now. Thankfully, it looks like it's all gusted out, so it's not going to be a big tornado threat while we're trying to get in front of it. I just don't understand the rationale behind, hey, we need to get ahead of it. This is the only road. Let's go 20 under. Let's stop every 4 seconds when it's not doing anything. Like, literally nothing is going on right now. Under this base, it's just all outflow. Just cold outflow racing towards us. I don't see any rotation, maybe weak rotation, but it looks like it's again all outflow. Don't see a tornado. No tornado reported. Don't see a wall cloud. Hey, what everybody's looking at behind us is not a wall cloud. Man, we're just going so slow. The goal is to get ahead of the storm, guys. Our storm is not looking very tornadic at the moment, and if it is, it's going to be completely rain wrapped. Much in the way of big hail reports with this storm. We gotta get in front of it. That's the main thing right now. Again, I'm just not seeing anything to look at. Rotation's minimal on radar. It's a big outflow dominant hook. And we gotta get through it because otherwise it's gonna occlude towards us. Yeah, we're just not doing that. We're just going 10, 15, 20 under, trying to get in front of the storm. Like complete rain to me. I mean, even if there is a tornado back there, we're not going to see it, so we might as well just drive to the next cycle. Service is probably going to go in and out here. I just don't understand the rationale, man. I really don't. There's like no rotation. Alright, we'll just sit here in the notch. Have to move when the notch moves, but I don't see anything that looks like a tornado is imminent. I'm not seeing any rotation or anything. It's a low base, very low to the ground. But the tornado should be very close to us right now, so pause here and wait for this little thing to try and come towards us. Definitely gonna try though. It's such strong inflow going south here. I mean, it is really drawing its air in. It's just not really rotating that much. In the low levels, probably rotating like a madman aloft. It's getting really dark here. Turn you guys back so you can see. There's all low clouds are moving really rapidly into our storm now. And then so the tornado should be like right in front of us somewhere, but there's nothing there because it's not really rotating that much. So I think what we got to do is go towards Robert Lee. Definitely getting more hail look on radar too. Oh, that was close. See, this is a large outflow dominant base. Yeah, I'm just not seeing too much right now. And on radar, this just looks like a hailer at the moment. It can always reorganize, but there's nothing here that's making me really stop. Go south, because otherwise we gotta mess with big hail. Because it took us too long to get north, so. Supercell looks like it's walking on radar. It should be right. If there was a tornado, it would be like right back here somewhere. Seeing anything that looks like that. Alright, we're gonna pause like right here, I think. Nope, never mind, we can't. It turns into a big ditch there. Just destroyed whatever those plants were. Weak rotation over there, but there's this big, strong RFD surge coming straight at us right now. There's rotation aloft, like right where we just were. That thing right there, that little some big hail here. Yeah, like a not seeing anything tornado. Big a hail's been reported with this. Golf balls, quarters, P. Alright, we'll go north here. All this white light air that we just got into is purely the hail core. Well, it's the RFD. Hail core's a little bit north. I want to go north to Robert Lee. I don't want to go all the way around. So we'll just pull this from the big hail. At least the road's cleared out now. right between where the tornado would form and the hail core right now.
There's still not much low-level rotation on radar, though.
See what this big hail looks like. You can see it there off to the right. It's a little bright on the screen. What is that? There we go. There we go. Hopefully Starlink survives the hail. Haven't really field tested it yet. Yeah, like this. Got some big hail off to our northwest. This thing's also on the northern side of its warning box. We've still got a couple hours we can chase it, although we have moved into... Oh, we're still in Central Daylight Time, never mind. But look at all this low clouds coming off the cold hail here. Alright. Well, we're in an okay spot, I guess. It's just not looking particularly like a tornado producer at the moment. It looks so good right when it was on its way up to us. That was a big hailstorm. Here's the hail. Fairly big hailstones we're getting. Not too bad yet, but seeing some nickels. Wasn't too intense. Where my goggles at, man? Can't find my goggles. I'm still not seeing huge hail. Will our windshield survive? I'm not seeing any. Really either. Getting a little bit bigger. We're on the back side of the main part of the hail core right now. Where are my goggles at? I can't find my goggles. Yeah, but the storm's north of the cold front, so the tornado percentage is just completely zero with this now. I didn't see any tornadoes with it on that next cycle. The first one is a shot to see it. Go left here. Yeah, so this is now an elevated hailer. We're gonna go south, I think, towards those storms that are again by Big Lake to see if those can stay south of the cold front. So. We were just like 30 minutes too late. produced a tornado, and it got close. I think it just crossed the cold front and lost everything. Because that cold front's pretty clearly visible now on radar. It's also evident because they started hooking with no like low-level rotation. They have the world's tiniest tornado watch issued for this stuff, but like half the tornado watch is north of the cold front. Like the cold front was not very obvious. It's like right by Carlsbad. That storm near Big Lake is like really close to it. The cold front. If that crosses, we're just gonna call it. Man, I'm just one step behind these storms. Attaches, it might work, but probably not. About 5:30. Yeah, half that tornado watch is north of this cold front. Storm's got like no low-level rotation at all. That tornado warning should be dropped. It looks really nasty on radar, but it's really pretty benign here. Just a big hailer. A similar thing might happen with that Big Lake storm if it rides the cold front. We're stuck in a position where we're so far off the storm. Must not see the cold front on radar yet. It took me a while to see it too, but it looks cold. It even looks cold frontal. Yeah, like it's completely flat smooth. If we had a road that took us west, we just didn't have a road that would take us straight west far enough north out of San Angelo. Like west from Carlsbad, we would have seen it, but it is what it is. We got some hail damage on the windshield. Like one little hailstone hit the corner right there. And that's literally all I can see. I don't see anything else that looks cracked or anything. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got from that. upset. We're gonna just head to Missouri. I cannot believe there's still people chasing this storm. Yeah, like half that tornado watch is north of the cold front, and that cold front is just, it's kind of sitting there. It's just south of where those tornadoes were earlier. North of Barker. Okay. Yeah, it was that Sterling City one. If the cold front gets south of the storm, we're done for the day, I think, because we really got to get up to Missouri for tomorrow. Man, I just cannot chase right for whatever reason.
about an hour from where we'd intercept it, but that's kind of the problem, is just this cold front is messing with us and we don't have any roads to take us where we want to go. And the guy in front of us was going 50 on a 75. Road that could take me onto the storm. Because like even if had I gone the long way around, I would have been late. Because I would have to go all the way around San Angelo, then I'd have to go west at Merced and then up north from Barnhart, and that would have taken 2 extra hours. Because we just didn't have one road that connected us to that highway.
But that Barnhart and Merced County was the best county for tornadoes on stream, and I just couldn't make it there. Ugh. It doesn't get any... I'm wondering, that Barnhart storm's got to be north of the front. Look at Echo Tops, because what were they at? They were like, yeah, Echo Tops are falling on it. See satellite. I'm pretty sure it's north of the front, unless there's just something happening to the south of the storm that's just random radar noise. So I think we gotta grind to Missouri. We'll give this thing 2 more radar scans to prove itself. When did I mute the microphone? Okay. So a bit of a frustrating sequence today, yesterday, and even the day prior. But we're gonna have to regroup here because we gotta get all the way to Springfield, Missouri. So and that's like probably at the minimum. Like I want to get as far north as I can tonight for tomorrow. So definitely need a good chase because it's starting to be annoying. It's not in the right spot at the right time. Shower. I didn't have time to shower today even. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better of a chase day, and we'll actually see something cool. So I'll see you guys then. Probably need to sit up. We'll cancel the stream here. Give me the real-time ingest preview.